Hello, this is Tom Cahill. This is 11:05 on Thursday, the 14th of October 2021. Right, and I'm going to call the CPS, which is the Crown Prosecution Service. Right, 0203 357 0000.
Hello, thank you for calling the Crown Prosecution Service. Information about the CPS, including the contact details for your local CPS office, are available on our website at www.cps.gov.uk. If your call relates to a case being handled by CPS London, please press 1. For general inquiries, please press 2. Thank you.
I'm going to go for 2, yeah.
Crown Prosecution Service, how can I help?
Oh, hello. What I've been trying to search for is, where can I find like a guideline for, the evidence standard for like electronic evidence to be submitted that you could use for a court case against someone. Let's say like if I caught you doing some fraud and the evidence was online, like an online opportuning or whatever you call it. You know what I mean, like a utterance online, which I found saying you were going to say you were selling property, right? So I found the website called abc.co.uk or whatever. Then I found the advert selling the property, this kind of thing. Yeah, what's the evidence standard? Because I can't find it. And the police don't know, or they're just being awkward anyway. I keep asking them again and again and again and again and again. So if someone puts a video up making a claim online, yeah, like how do you have to save that? Because what I don't want to have happen is I don't want the police bungling and making a mess of it, saying, "Oh yeah, it looks like that actually happened," and then 6 months down the line, someone takes it off the internet and they go, "Oh, you can't prove it was there anymore." What is the evidence standard?
We wouldn't be able to help with that either, I'm afraid, because it's down to the police that do the investigation.
Yeah, but how do you get there must be some way of finding out what the standard is. There must be like in a court. Yeah, let's say if you said I've done or said something and I just say no, that wasn't me, I never put that on the internet, and then well, who do you go to? Someone must know.
That's not going to be CPS guidance, though. And we only have access to CPS guidance, and we can't scour the internet for people that need guidance.
Yeah, right. What is the CPS guidance? That's what I want. I don't want the police will just bungle it.
We might not have any guidance for it. If we've got guidance for it, it'll be on the CPS website.
So what? I can't have chapter and verse. Does it exist or not?
All the guidance we have is on the CPS website, but we don't have guidance for every single crime.
No, of course you don't. Yeah, but you must have one for every evidence gathering. I mean, every time you call the CPS, every time you call the police or action fraud, when you're waiting, they start talking about how online crime, bullying, and fraud are the big things. So how can they go on about how they generally take this seriously? They have to tell you about it all the time, and then they can't even tell you what the evidence standard is. If you've got, because the police will ask you for evidence, you see. But the thing is, they're not very reliable. So you can give them something, yeah, and then they'll go to court and people will say, well, yeah, but what about this? What about that? That's a screen capture. How do you know it's a screen capture? They could have just done that in Photoshop. This kind of thing. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that's not a concern of the Crown Prosecution Service.
Well, of course it is, because you prosecute people, so you must know what standard you would accept and which you wouldn't accept.
If we've got a guidance on it, it'll be on the Crown Prosecution website, and you'll be able to find it by searching the words that you're looking for.
Yeah, but that's not satisfactory. It's not like that's like me phoning up Argos and saying, "Do you sell this thing?" and them saying, "Oh, that bit of plastic. Yeah, I know what that is. You've got to know what the words is or go away." That's not how it works. You should know.
Service and not an investigative body.
I know. I didn't say you were, but you have to deal with evidence, don't you?
Now, let me answer your question. We are not evidence gatherers.
I didn't say you were.
So it's not down to
No, it is, because you decide whether it goes for a prosecution or not. So you decide whether the evidence is okay. So what you're saying is completely wrong.
but that's based on evidence provided by the police.
No, it's not necessarily the police. It's evidence.
The Crown prosecution said
Well, you said you received the evidence, so it makes no difference anyway. And you're saying you can't help me because you don't know what it is. You do know. That's your job. You're the CPS. That's what you do.
the CPS is a big organisation.
Yeah, well, they should know this simple question then. If they're employing a load of people and none of them know what they're doing, that's not very good, is it? Of course they know.
You've asked me.
And you don't
I've
know.
got any guidance.
Well, can you please put me through to somebody who does know then?
Please let me answer your question.
You didn't answer it. You answered a different question. You're making... Look, I'm recording this, and you're not answering the question. You're just making up things and then answering them instead, which is not what I've asked you. Yeah, that's what I've asked.
And I've explained to you.
And you said you don't know.
If we've got any guidance, it will be on the Crown Prosecution Service website.
Yeah, can you please guide me to where it is then? Because I can't find any.
If you can't find it, then we haven't got any guidance on it.
Yeah, well, how do you know? Just because I'm not claiming to be the world's best finder of finding things. Just because I don't find it doesn't mean it's not there, does it? I might be using the wrong words. I don't know what the words are. I've looked.
If you don't know what the words are, how can I find it if you're not giving me?
Because you work there, that's your job. That's why you have an inquiry line to help you with things to do, help people with things to do with the thing you're meant to be qualified to help people with.
The inquiry line isn't to provide members of the public with legal advice.
I didn't ask for legal advice, smart ass. I never asked for legal advice. Stop changing the subject.
I'm going to terminate this call if that's the language you're going to use with me.
Listen, this is 3 times, and this is 3 times. This is 3 times. You have pretended as though I've asked you one question because you don't answer the question you've been asked. You keep trying to change the subject. This call is recorded.
3 times, and I've explained to you that if it's got guidance on it, it'll be on the Crown Prosecution website. I unfortunately can't read my mind at the moment because she's in a meeting.
Okay. So would it be a good time for me to call back? I'm not having a go at you. I just want to know. I just don't want to be getting messed around for months and months and months more. Right. So when will you? What would be a good time to phone back when your manager will be there?
She's interviewing all week. So it's a case of hit and miss as to when I can get through.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. You've been very helpful. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. I'll call back later. Thanks. Bye now. Right. It's Tom Carhill, and it's 11:14 on Thursday, the 14th of October, 2021. CPS. Right. So, and remember the number was there. Well, anyway, I'll call back later. She was actually quite helpful, you see, because I think she realised that well, what is the point of her job if it's inquiries and she doesn't know anything? Just say go to the internet. No good. Okay. And I have checked, by the way. I have already checked. It's not like I'll try and entrap them for no reason. You know, I'm actually making inquiries. They're entrapping themselves by not actually providing any service.